Alright, after that absolute shit show of a start, 40 minutes later we finally got the servers sorted. Gun glitch on the MRAPs was having us switch servers, having issues getting people to connect, servers not showing up, but should be good to go now. This is finally live, so we should get a game going finally. Alright, we have DC on Middle East on MEA, and Spit on US on Logar Skirmish V1. Finally get some stuff going here. And we should see how this goes. I imagine most of the fight is going to be right around central DC. West DC and East DC are within 100 meters of it, so it's going to be really close fights. I believe... Wookie, I'm live. Would you like to finally say your piece?
Yo, what up, Dr. Hammer?
Oh.
Big fan.
Bro, can I get some help on chemistry homework here? Hello?
Gab, can you use some chemistry
For real,
help?
I need some advice how to do my homework.
It's useless,
Sounds
irrelevant,
good,
and you'll
man.
never
Shut
use
the
it.
fuck up, please. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, Rat being really angry over there. Finally get going. Alright, we don't have any move marks. Looks like we got some move marks from Spit going to lower DC, but nothing from DC. They know the plan. They don't need to mark it on the map for everybody. So we'll just kind of have to see how their rollout goes.
Hop in, hop in.
Are we confused about how to get in the vehicle?
What the fuck?
All right. Well, what's going on here?
Wait, you can't?
Oh my god. Alright, Funku could not get in the vehicle. He could only fit 4, not 5. So now he's getting in the last logi? No, he's actually just running. Question the validity of that. But if he's okay with it, I think he'd be better off getting in this logi truck off the get-go. So he's gonna walk and kill the whole enemy team, right?
Yeah, he's glitched. Can't get in that Vic.
That's the plan.
Nice.
Doubles up.
We can,
Actually, that's up.
we can always find another
He's our
server
best
if that's okay with you guys.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, no.
Oh.
DC.
Alright, we can pause for it.
Yeah.
Someone can drive? I can't. Someone drive, please.
He's
Who's
selling
driving?
too though. No one got SL kit. Oh.
Someone is at the gun?
Ares was squad leader.
Ja, alles.
Are you at the gun? Okay?
Pause.
Admin slow mo.
Are you driving, bro? Oh, Frank, I trust you, bro.
Iets,
Ah,
hoe is
die gaan.
move marker?
I got
Oh my-
slow mo on. Get him get back in.
Yeah. You need a circle. Take a circle, please.
You are.
Oh my
Ares got
god.
a cell kit.
Bro. Well, I can't get out stuck. Like it's taking too far. No wait. It's
Summer.
yeah, I know, but I can't
Oh
move.
no, bro.
Stromo, retard. I can't get out.
Move now, dude.
No, it's okay.
Alright, give me a heads up when he gets in.
Yeah, hold on. We gotta. Yeah, you got.
Is he good to go? Alright, is Hammer Falls good? Is Hammer Falls good? Can I end for slow mo?
Hold on.
What the fuck?
We're just gonna have to re-roll it. There's not much we can do.
Try now. Is he still dicked?
Well, they gotta despawn and redo it to get the rally and everything, so it's gonna be a glitch.
Great. Alright, I guess we're off. Kinda sucks.
It wasn't here, bro. It wasn't here.
But we should see the first engagement here. MEA definitely can get out way faster than the US team can. Should see a first engagement with an empty Logi truck coming down the middle. He actually gets away with it, doesn't get wounded. MRAP comes through. Drops the gunner out of the MRAP.
Gunner's dead on the MRAP.
US side still very far on the south side of the map. MEA is taking a lot of control with those
MRAP and Logic
Samirs.
went west.
Alright, let's fix out some of this information so we can see more of the map. We've got Spit on the south side here, pretty much wrapped around, and almost a straight line across for the MEA as well. Fear goes down, not sure to who, probably to Demetrium? And we've got a pretty slow engagement so far. We've got Benny up on the roof, finds parkour, drops T4D. Doesn't notice there's a second guy behind him and gets whacked by Jinx's grenade, I believe. Didn't see a team kill for that. MEA Logi is still in the backline, moving around. Spit Squad 5 flanking far on the west side of the map. So we're going to see Drizzle and Vex. I believe that's who this over here, right? Nope. You better move in Mayonnaise, flanking up around the MEA. I'm assuming they've been called out since they're getting some response coming up. Coke is going to run right into You Better Move. And Coke wins the wiggle fight. So Spit's not going to be able to do a whole lot up there. Getting some fights over here in the center of the city. US captures lower DC. MEA still struggling to get their first point. There's no reason they should be this far behind. Ares looks like he dropped Zed. Clears that out. He gets killed by Alex. And
To shift over to west DT, yeah?
Trixie slowly creeping around, see when he
Go
can
central.
get moving on.
Okay.
Hammer Falls finally gets in the game.
You want the medic to go?
Got a slow-mo just to get him in, but
Say again?
didn't really get much else.
Map go central.
One US,
Keep
which
going
is
out.
Trixie,
Who's
is
gonna go
actually on
central?
East DC capping.
Yeah, map, you go central.
He's just holding doorway, waiting for someone to come in and push him.
No.
Pretty exposed where he's at, to be
Come in.
honest.
Covering south entrance.
So if they can get Trixie off of East DC, it'll slow the cap. Fungu comes around, gets wiped by Trixie. Been called out now.
On the right side, north of you, right side.
Trixie gets dropped by Hammer Falls. Benny comes in, gets dropped by Hammer Falls as well. Benny takes down Dope. US still getting more and more bodies up here. Hammer Falls finishing up his bandaging. Hunter pre-fires, doesn't get him, but kills him in the end. Otter goes down. XT goes down to, or Ares goes down to XT, and the US are going to be able to capture East DC. No more MEA in the area. Mortars coming down, I assume from the MEA.
You will get hot.
See if we can find those mortars on the map for later on. I
Nah, if you're good on
don't
west,
see them.
rotate.
Am I blind? Yep, there we go. It's US mortars from lower DC. Dimitri, I'm getting mowed down by a MG3 from Flanker. Alright, Alex Twikisha pushing in. Clearing out two. Gets shot at from behind and
We're warped.
T4 gets juked by the jump. US getting more and more pressure on central DC and starting to cap. MEA just now starting to cap on west DC with two bodies. U.S. mortars still hammering everything that of not use. They're not being very useful, but they're spread out all over the map.
So near Lower DC is probably where their hab is. So this
Okay,
is probably a one
called that
shot
there is
strike.
a U.S. hab on Lower DC. There's actually
Probably
two down
not.
there. They managed to spread the radios out and get two pretty close on Lower DC
I'm
and
taking
control the
percent
south
push
side of the
right
map. MEA have two, one in the middle of the map, one to the north. So definitely good spread for the MEA habs.
Net collapsing.
Our hub is proxy.
U.S.
Our hub is
all over Central DC, capturing that. Starting to push over to West DC now. Spit just steamrolling right now. Take a look at the kills, 21 to 8. DC just absolutely getting outshot. Looks like it might have been a mortar kill there. Not sure where these two got killed from. Maybe from the mini mortar. C4 pushes in, gets twerked. Jump doesn't save him that time. Alex is scanning for more. The U.S. starting to get more and more pressure over to West DC. Really being fluid in their movements. There goes our first team kill. TT's team kills Zed. I believe TT's normally the mortar guy, so that's probably what happened there. Bob Ross is coming up, clearing out. Mortar's now dropping onto West DC.
West DC.
Bob Ross is going to be able to get a revive off here on Drizzle unless Capkin sees him. Nope, not going to see it. DC leaving one guy on West DC. Probably not the best call. Looking at the map, you've got Spit all on the south side uncontested, and everywhere else at the MEA they have Spit wrapped around. FaZe Wookie flanked around on the side here, trying to get to the mortar, it looks like. Gonna be looking for, see if he can get that US hab down. Spit still putting more and more pressure on West DC. Central DC is pretty much under their control with light resistance from the MEA. Looks like Spit are also on the MEA hab.
Out in West DC as well.
I can try.
Yep. Spit are pushing MEA hab. It's coming back up right now.
Inside, left side.
Being proxied again.
Just watching the corner.
So this is MEA's major hab right here in the center of the city.
Yeah, no, east one.
Lil Rag is going to try to drop the roof off. XT gets dropped. Called to -1, but there's definitely not. So Dope can just dig it up from outside the building. So that's not going to get him anywhere. Central DC still controlled by Spit. And slow contact over onto West DC. And too late to see what happened there. Winner's got it though. Always switch over to his Twitch and see that if you'd like. Alex goes down trying to cross the road by Mav. The MEA are got movement over here. Zed gets hit by a friendly mortar and goes down.
I'm not sure if he's dead. He was here. I'm not sure if killed him.
Looks like Spit's been all but wiped off of this hab. There's one left on and alive still.
I think we should rip the
Leo Rag has the hab roof off. Lord Fungu could come out here and rebuild it from the outside, but I think that's technically illegal. Mortar goes down next to Fungu, wounds him. He gets dropped by XT maybe? Not the angle for that. West DC is still not being pushed much by Spit. Spit is really focusing on taking out this enemy hab in the middle of their city. Looking at the macro view, we've got MEA and US forces clashing on the east. US forces flanking on the northwest, trying to take out the enemy hab. And just leaving West DC alone until they can get more pressure on that hab. That's going to be the major push here. If they can take out that northwest MEA hab and the one in the city, the MEA is all but done for here. Looking back at kills, 40 to 20. Still, Spit's crushing it right now. Did I see 14 kills on somebody? No, I didn't. All right. So you better move. Gets dropped by Prodigy. And the US sides are getting closer and closer to this enemy radio, but I don't think they know that. Benny's looking the opposite direction. still looking for Prodigy. And looks like
Nah, I'll
Spit's
take care
mostly
of the
been
cap
wiped
and
out on
just
that
keep
northwest
make sure
side.
that hab stays up.
No Spit
trying,
guys on Central
getting
DC at the
flank
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still Spit is pushing towards this MEA hab. Where is the radio at for that hab? Well, it's been called out by Kudu. So Kudu is going to be sitting on that radio for a while. Flanker goes down to Neil, I think, from way up in the mountains. Kudu's just going to hold this radio as long as he can and wait for reinforcements. It is still legal in this tournament to drop off the squad lead kit. Not in SOT, starting tomorrow, but in SGC I believe that is still legal. Flanker gets marked by a motorcycle, interesting. Spit getting more and more control on this MEA hab, still have the roof off while Kudu is camping the radio. On the northwest hab, Spit is still putting pressure on there. They've got a big gap in the middle. MEA are starting to come into
He's still there, he's in.
Central DC.
Marked accurately, so if you want to get
But
counters going, we
great crossfire going on. Drops Mav and Fear. T4D drops Demetrium and gets killed
missing a bit of health. Is that
by
digging or
Alec,
they're on radio
I
east.
think. Looks like they may have traded there. Central DC
You just
defended
left
by
big gap open
a
to
handful of
get in the
guys.
west
And there wasn't a big gap there, but Spit's on the west hab now. And they've got the central hab taken down as well.
I'll go central.
Once these two habs are down, MEA is going to be struggling. I don't believe they're going to be able to recover this hab. Just Prodigy up here pushing 3 entrenched Spit guys. Coke and Captain still holding West DC. And the Eastern MEA hab is down. The Western MEA hab is working on it. And MEA is now flooding out of their main. Tickets 114 to 151 in favor of Spit. 51 kills for Spit, 28 for DC, 29. Looks like they're taking down this radio.
Somewhere.
One more on the south.
Nope, radio's not quite
No,
down.
outside south. I hit him. He's dead. He's dead. I'm going for us.
Inside where?
No, he was outside. He was outside the guy I killed. There might be people inside.
Nope,
still.
MEA is
I'm going
actually
for us.
recovering this
He's
radio.
outside on the south. He's dead now.
The radio's great, but they're still gonna have to get back to the hab and recover that. Looking at the center of the map, we got Spit, US side, starting to push in more and more on the central side. Get in the middle. Twerk maybe running into Hammerfalst and Dope. Had to have a pause for Hammerfalst. He had DC at the beginning of this match. And manages to sneak right by Twerk. I think he may have seen the head of Dope. And now he's trying to sniff him out.
Blocking MG. South hill.
Hammer goes down. Dope goes down. Dope didn't even know where Twerk was at.
He was behind us.
That is crazy. More and more map control being taken by Spit. Spit's finally getting closer and closer to West DC. We're seeing a push on it now. They pretty much disregarded this point and went straight for the hab.
Careful from the southeast.
West side.
Getting the grenades thrown in through the windows.
They're needing my shot.
You better
I
move.
can
Took
hear
out Coke.
He's in one.
Better move. Just spraying and everything. Omni moves up to the stairwell. Not sure what his plan was there. And Spit now controls West DC. So you start seeing the cap for West DC now. If I had to guess, Spit's going to start making a move towards Upper DC now. MEA holding that pretty hard. US are also taking down the radio on this northwest side. I believe it's on bleed. Oh,
Lost west.
Vex gets dropped
We've
through
lost
the
west.
window.
Lost west.
What a crazy shot that was.
Hammer, dig down that radio. Get that radio down. Just get rid of it.
We're trying.
No point.
Yeah.
Alright,
They're
Hammer's
on it for like
being called to
Radio's
get to the
going.
radio to
Radio's
the
going.
west, looks like.
Now you're able to get that hab up.
No.
Enemy radios. Hey, Spit's radio from the west side is called out.
I'm
But
bringing a
FaZe is
logic
not
build. Rip that
trying
radio.
to
I'm gonna place a new
do
radio
anything
now.
there. Radio may be on bleed, and looks like Winners is also trying to go inspect.
Okay, I'm giving the call.
And the radio is not on bleed. They're using it to stop stop them from being able to place down another one. Interesting idea. Spit fully controlling West DC, zero pressure whatsoever over there. East side of the map,
You're taking care of the radio, yeah?
also being
I'll
controlled
send you
by
two,
Spit. Spit is dropping
getting
the
pushed.
second MEA radio over here, I believe. Is it on bleed? It is not on bleed either, so Spit's playing the same kind of game. Using these radios to stop them from MEA from being able to place anything else, understanding it's a small skirmish map. Yep, Spit's camping that radio. They're regaining their western radio off of 2's rally. They managed to spawn back and get back there. And there are some Spit guys on upper DC. Just Demetrium at the moment. He needs to push to Alex and get some extra firepower.
Yeah.
Get rid of that radio 3. Whoever's on that radio.
Demetrium getting shot at by Dope through the window. Running away and managing to get away with it. They stopped trying to peek him. Looking at the grand scheme. MEA are not anywhere near Spit's backline, but Spit is all around MEA main, forcing him back. Hey, I really appreciate the follow. Appreciate that, Haas. And back to what I'm actually doing here, not looking at that. MEA's hab goes down on the east side. I believe that may have been a self-dig down. And starting to see MEA struggle very bad here. They've got nowhere to spawn but their main at the moment. Spit's still camping
Still got the west side here.
the MEA hab. MEA may be able to get their radio back up, but with Spit sitting on top of their hab, it's not going to do much good. Benny gets Trixie up. Jinx is trying to get back to the hab. Trixie shoots at Ozone, but I believe misses. And they're pushing back out. Oh, Benny gets dropped from behind. Trixie runs away just in time. I'm sure Trixie heard where Jinx is at. Nope, that's gonna allow Jinx to get back in and build up the hab. Trixie trades with T4D. Jinx does get shot running back in here, but I think he's just trying to get to the hab to rebuild it. Nope, the radio managed to either bleed out, or I think the MEA dug that one down as well. They're planning on just going from the main and trying to fight for tickets. Jinx goes down to Vex and Drizzle. We got movement going into upper DC from Spit, but DC is definitely trying to hold it. Kudu just driving around an MREP, assuming probably that there's not a whole lot of lats and that he can just drive around and scout. Otter shoots at, or Ozone shoots at Otter, I guess, gets the wound off. Oh no, it's probably Zed and Demetrium there. Otter's in a pretty bad spot here. Is that another radio? No, it's a rally point I'm looking at. Special Prodigy still spawning in the northwest. US getting the high ground and being able to shoot down into the fishbowl that they created for MEA. Squad 5 from the MEA actually managed to get a major flank over here. Ares, C-Ram, and John. Not sure what they're going for, but they're definitely getting spotted out. Probably from having that high ground up there from Drizzle, Trixie. Lungrag takes out the MG3, doesn't get wounded for an exchange. And this squad 5 push is being called out and being responded to swiftly by Spit. Upper DC here, still heavily defended by MEA. Spit is going for more of a map control here than just full-on pushing. Looking back at kills, 73 for Spit, 56 for DC. Definitely catching up finally. There's that first 20 kill deficit though they've struggled to come back from. DC isn't out of this game, but they're gonna have a hard time getting back into it. Spit up here on the northwest mountaintop, dealing with the MEA. Trying to find out where that rally is, or fob, wherever their spawn point is, getting that map control. A lot of Spit down. Looking at revives, got 32 for Spit, 27 for DC, pretty close numbers. Kudu just still driving around, having fun. Got Loring picking up XT with Jakaris. Should have called that out in local. No call out, didn't see it happen. And XT goes down right after getting picked up. Jakaris gets taken out by Tweak. Does manage to get a wound off though.
Wait, Steve. It won't be for long, there's only 2 of us.
I believe Jakaris is one of the youngest people in this tournament. Flanker shooting down at Demetrium. Demetrium manages to dolphin dive off the building and not get wounded. Flanker jump in the wall. Demetrium looking the wrong way. Manages to flick to him and kill him anyway. Spit's still on the west side. DC is struggling to get any map control here. We do have some Spit on the east, some in the middle, so really good map control while they're just funneling in DC. I believe DC maybe just be fighting for kills at this point, trying to close in the ticket gap. Mayonnaise gets killed by Wookie. Omni takes out, or You Better Move takes out Omni, and then FaZe takes out You Better Move. Looks like Spit's collapsing back into the point, trying to save West DC from getting capped. T4D is in the point. Mav and the Fear all in there. Mav gets dropped from through the window.
This window.
Fear is looking down the staircase. Not the best place to be looking right now. Ideally, you kind of want to be sitting back in this direction here so they can't clear every corner.
Go for it, go for it.
Fear's going to be trying to pick up Mav. Bob Ross Squirrel.
Yeah, reset from main.
May have just tried to do a bandage bait there.
MRAP's dead.
But Squirrel doesn't want to go upstairs. He doesn't have to. He's kind of looking through this small little edge here. Ross here's the bandage. Gets shot through the floor? One thing I can think of there was a foot was sticking through or something, but Rob Ross does end up winning that. So Spit maintains West DC control. Spit also pushing up on the east side. And we've got Jinx. Still liking this little hilltop here. He's got a good angle. Looks like he took out Alex. Demetrium's trying to look up the hill.
Are those helmets north side of our hab accurate? Because Cream's saying he's not heard anyone.
No, it's roughly marked.
What else we got here? DC starting to get more and more control on the west after Spit gave that up to fall back to West DC. It's wide open up here for Spit to run all the way to upper DC with nothing stopping them. We have MEA starting to push into West DC. A lot of US forces in there. Smoke's going over the wall. Aries getting in a gunfight with Alex. Throws a nade in. Doesn't get anything.
Okay.
Jinx and T4D trying to get the 2-story. Aries managed to stall enough time for them to get in there. And Demetrium goes down to Jinx. Jinx also drops out Alex. And we've got one US force still on the point. Trixie stalling the cap. Jinx. Wow. Jinx moving in and pretty much clearing out the entire point. Takes out Trixie as well.
I need reload.
MEA should start capping West DC now.
Zach,
Lot of forces all around West DC. As long as they don't get a double neutral on Upper DC, they manage to get that flag back, get another 20 tickets, and prolong the inevitable. Always love an underdog story.
Yeah. I'll go there.
This round is just over 20 minutes underway. And the mortars are dropping on West DC, but they're too far. I'm not sure if they're just trying to cut off reinforcements or what.
20% left on West DC.
But here comes Spit, trying to push into West or Upper DC, not making any ground. Kudu's down, Neil's down. Only person left up is Torquey. Torque goes down to Coke. So MEA are going to get West DC. Large push coming in from the south side of West DC now. Bob Ross, Otter, Vex, and Drizzle. Otter gets Jakaris, I believe. Bob Ross is going to get killed by Jinx. Gets a wound off at least.
Get inside the building.
Jinx goes down to Otter.
Cover Jinx's position.
Random ladder being built. Absolutely craziness by Drizzle. What is this, Spit? Like, this is... Nobody's expecting that. Mav goes down to Vex. You can hear in local chat them yelling, "Stop dying, stop dying." I believe they've lost the numbers to Cap now.
So we're in on the southwest side as well.
We get Drizzle back up on this ladder, seeing what he can get. Bob Ross gets picked up by Vex, it looks like. Now it's only two twinning. Vex drops air.
I'll
Nope.
do a Hail Mary
Vex
again.
wounds Ares. Gets killed from the flank. Nope. Ares does manage to take down Vex. Bob Ross should be able to get to him in a second here and pick him up. Drizzle still holding this ladder. Absolutely crazy. Ross pulls Vex inside. Otter gets killed by Ares. Trying to get inside the building. Mortars dropping all over Ares though. Not doing a whole lot, just making a lot of noise. Spit coming back in from the northeast of West DC. DC coming in from the northwest. Trying to hold the point. Mortars dropping all over the place. Drizzle up on his perch. Shoots at Mav. Takes out Mav. Alex flanking around. Mav's down, Fear's down, and Jinx is down. There goes the MEA's reinforcements. 35 tickets to 101. 100 tickets now. And Spit is all over West DC. Looks like at the big map, it's trying not to get funneled in. Absolutely nothing else happening on this map right now. Everything that's going on is going on West DC. MEA realizes they have to get in. They have to push into West DC, get those tickets to have a chance of winning this game. Spitz pretty much realized the same thing, more or less. MEA should be at a slow ticket bleed right now. Vex drops flanker. Not sure if Bob Ross is shooting at him, assuming Ares. But Otter goes down. Ross is going to be picking him up for the 80th time this round. How many revives does Bob Ross have? Already at 6, so not as many as I was expecting. Still, mortars falling everywhere. MEA do not have counter mortars of their own, just allowing the US to hit whatever they feel like. Well, I say that. Alright, they do not have mortars. Vex and Demetrium holding this corner, just stalling the cap at West DC. Understanding they need more bodies in here to do much of anything. They've got the numbers advantage. Ares drops Otter. And I've seen this a few times already. Ares has got to assume just more and more bodies keep coming in. Alex is on the bottom floor. Can he take out T4D? Don't know if T4D knows that he's up there. Here comes the nade. And he's going to push him. And T4D jumps down, kills Alex with his pants down. Not sure who T4D is calling that out to. Ares probably too far away to hear that. More contact over here in the west side of the map. Spit and DC fighting for the west.
Mav can put it west.
MEA are trying to get around to get to that US hab.
Oh,
MEA managed to neutralize? Vex goes down, now they're dropping GLs in the building. Drizzle hits perfect, one shot into the building and takes him down. Maybe 2 shots. Either way, great shot. Aries moved out of his little hidey hole. Drops Bob Ross. Now it's Otter's turn to pick up Bob Ross. Aries turning the corner, getting shot in the back.
We're on their very left side.
And MEA are now down. MEA pushing back in. Mav running back into the compound. Seen this a time or two.
Get in.
GL is hitting
Radius
Fear.
down a stage.
Mav look in the corner, takes out Drizzle.
Nice.
Fear's down.
Fucking grenadier. No, he's not dead, I think.
I'm covering a red door.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, they're off their mortars. They're coming for the radio now.
Right, okay, I'll cover
21
I'll
tickets
cover
to
the
91 in favor of Spit.
There's one next.
Mav
in this
here's the
building next.
reviving. Drizzle getting picked up by Vex here shortly, I imagine.
Shall I res?
Yeah, go for it.
Mav's gonna have a hard time here. He's gotta watch 2 angles.
I'm gonna go get ammo.
All it
for the
takes is
Mav.
Drizzle to peek. Bob Ross goes down again. Mav gets dropped by Drizzle. Now Otter's got to drag Bob Ross back into the building again.
Okay, red door again.
Is Otter a rifleman? Is that how this keeps happening?
How
Nope,
can you
Otter's a
stop
medic.
it?
They're both
Why is
medics.
someone shooting me?
Otter and Bob Ross have
You
just
get the
been
guy
reviving
on
people
SGC.
left and right.
On the east side.
repeat.
Crazy. Jinx is
Can
the
you
only
get
one
the
left
GL on the
alive.
east side of West DC?
He's dead, he's dead.
He's dead, don't worry.
Alright. Jinx has got to throw down an ammo bag to get a bandage, I think. And a moment of silence has just kicked off. That's nice. Otter comes up behind Jinx. It can't hit the broadside of a barn. I mean, I say that, but I guarantee you Otter would beat me in a firefight every time.
Okay, hammer, still south.
Jinx still just hiding. Waiting for reinforcements to come in. Watching the red door, takes out Vex.
I'm in.
Cover me, I need to reload.
Okay.
Alright,
Hab's
MEA
box
taking the 2-story now. Spit taking MEA's Hab. So we got Kudu on another radio, and Neil. I'm assuming they're just sitting on the Hab and don't know the radio's right next to them. Surely they've got to hear it. Yeah, they can definitely hear it from where they're at. They're just proxying it, stalling for time. MEA taking 1 ticket a minute loss at the moment. US fully recaptured West DC.
Stop bodying that cap, like everyone needs to be in that cap now. We need these tickets.
Alright, calling for a mass rush from the MEA to get back into West DC. But there's
I'll
nothing
help
there.
you on North. We
There
won't
are
get West
no
DC.
MEA
I don't want to lose the fob.
in the area.
We want. It's being GL'd.
Okay.
Gets quiet at West DC again. Still MEA and US forces within stabbing distance of each other. T4D back in this 2-story up. Bottom floor this time, watching the red doorway entrance. Alex knows he's there. Gotta be calling him out. He's gonna see that in his death screen. T4D drops Drizzle on full auto. Benny's pushing in. He knows he just dumped a mag. And they trade. Crazy gunfight. West DC is now secured for Spit. 3 tickets left from the MEA to 87 on the US. Still, they can
Cool,
never
I killed one guy here,
overcome
so
that 20
probably
kill.
okay with 30.
So at the very beginning of the round. Kudu goes down. That opens up the Hab again, which is not going to help him though. Only 2 tickets left for the MEA. Spit's probably calling out. They're not reviving. And we have another moment of silence. No one shooting, not a whole lot moving. Holding corners and hoping to get another kill here or there. MEA still holding this western hill. C-Ram takes out Neil as well. Kudu gives up. Flanker shooting across the map at someone. I got no idea who that's at. Huh. And it's just a matter of time before one of the MEA guys that are down bleeds out. US all over West DC. Gunfights still happening in the
In this
Western
top,
Hills.
southeast.
Mortars starting to kick off for the US side. Couldn't stay quiet forever. Kudu gets shot in the back by Ozone. Might actually finally wipe this rally when they're not planning on respawning on it anyway anymore. Rally gets wiped. And there's the game. 84 tickets to spit. 0 for the MEA. Yeah, for the for DC. A screenshot real quick, and then we'll scroll through it so the boys can look at the scoreboards. Drizzle with 14 kills, Trixie with 13, Coke with 11, and 4TH with 10. And that's the round. Now we got a 5-minute break, and we will be right back. And we're back. Believe we should be switching, yep. And we've got Spit now on MEA. Wait for them to make all their squads, and we'll make ours afterwards. Should be all of them. Okay, on to second round, and we'll see how Spit goes. So
Don't block
quiet.
me. Don't block me.
It was.
Spit's got a squad already pushing up. Running on the south side, it looks like. Their medic's gonna just run up to upper DC. So, looks like Squad 6 is gonna try to take the north immediately, get a rally down, start moving out. We got them pushing out south of DC, trying to hold the US from getting anywhere productive. Be interesting to see what Spit can do with the faster rollout now. Dead silent local. Otter's over here flying. What the hell was that? Otter over here flying and crap.
Excuse me?
You're glitched out and like flying backwards.
It's just every day, bro. I'm trying to listen to my squad leader.
Alright. Well, they're trying to be productive, so I'll keep it quiet. Hopefully there's no screw-ups, and we have to slow this round down, and we can just play normally and let it roll through like it's supposed to. That would be ideal. Looking at the map. Not a lot going on the US side. Again, it's grabbing all the lodges, grabbing the MRAP. Same thing pretty much happening from the MEA side. Grabbing all the lodges, but they are grabbing the transport truck. Not 100% sure what the plan is with this transport truck. Maybe he's just going to drive it straight to West DC. Just choose move mark. And 6 is in the truck, so I'm not sure what the plan is there with the transport truck. But we'll watch the rollout, see if we can see any vehicles screwing up. It's always fun. But should be a pretty smooth rollout if I had to guess. Spit's being all business here. No play. Perfect rollout. Nobody is slowing down, and Helix hits the wall. His entire job may have been just to move that thing out of the way. Yep, that was his entire job, was to move that transport truck. Smooth rollout, no vehicles spinning around, doing anything crazy. No Samir things doing Samir things. And Samir immediately gets in a position. And we start seeing him spread out.
Oh, блядь, сука!
One lodgy is west of me.
Calling out enemy lodge west of him. Someone's saying they're stuck. MRAP coming through the center of the city, no gunner.
He's burning rallies probably.
Just driving around burning rallies. Good call. MEA, good positioning. Zed drops Ares.
Oh,
Jinx
what?
drops Alex. Demetrium goes down to Jinx as well.
Shoot me to the wall.
Benny, I'm gonna go south of the cap if you want to fill in behind.
Zed and Flanker playing peekaboo.
Kinda
Yeah,
give
right.
us
Zed takes the
space
initiative and
We'll
wins.
go inside cap, you go south.
Zed gets dropped down from Capcan.
Might
Looking
you
at the
could probably just leave it guy.
general map view, we got US putting up a hab up in the mountains to the west. Squad 6 from Kudu is actually getting their rally down and putting pressure on the east
Yep.
side. Very good map control for Spit right now. Pretty much the entire map. MEA is definitely able to get there quicker. MEA or Spit's on upper DC. DC is on their first point, whatever that's called, lower DC.
Like by our main.
Dude, I might become a flank squad here.
And Matt V is
Cap.
running
Closer,
around the
none.
MEA main. Hab going down for Spit.
Maybe.
Coming online. US Hab is active on the south side of the map. Interesting to see that DC didn't use that Logi truck on the west side to get a Hab down with. Kind of just drove out there and used it more like a transport truck. Not a whole lot of firefights here. Pretty much everyone's just spreading out and getting position. Spit now responding to Squad 5 from DC. May get close enough to burn that rally. No, they got quite a ways to go still. And looking at it from the top down, kind of see Spit spread out all over the place,
So if
and
they got a rally, it's
DC
gone.
covered up here. Alright, 7 cleared out the MRAP that was up there playing
Ooh,
around.
do you have another rally?
Mav coming up behind 2, takes out Neil, and old Jim. Old Jim is just
Yeah,
flying
I'm
all
gonna
over the
place
place over
where
here.
I'm at and then go towards center.
What
He's
the
right on us.
fuck is happening here? What? What? Don't have a seizure, Jim.
Oh my god.
It's so bad.
Bro, what is this? Holy shit, dude. What happened?
Dude, I have audio playing all over They're
Oh,
already
already
into
so
cap.
Spinning around.
Esports ready, boys. Spit down here in the field. Dimitri kind of just hiding, smelling the roses. Picks up. Right back down into smelling the roses. Flanker watching him. Dimitri may have seen him. I don't think so though. Flanker calling out that he's definitely there. Just gonna run into the roses. Dimitri takes out Flanker.
Maybe dead.
Mortars coming down from, assuming MEA. I'm imagining those are Spitz mortars coming down now. Dropping right on the heads of US forces. Dope hiding in the smoke. Mav dropping the ring from the hill. Kudu dropping Mav.
He's dead, he's dead. Yeah, it's just
US forces
couple
are
that broke
slowly
through
falling
where,
on East
one of my
DC.
bodies
Central
is
DC
looking
being
through
capped by Spit. Otter and Hammerfaust. Otter drops Coke. Doesn't have anybody else threatening him at the moment. Hammerfaust is around. Pretty much just stalling the cap. US forces pushing in. Looks like might be a cap for US on Central DC. Zooming out a little bit. And very little map control on the west and the east side. Spit takes down a Hab to their north. Negative. That was DC taking down the radio. Matty Mice is pushing in by himself, trying to take out Jacarvis. And they're just playing peekaboo around here. Matty goes down, and DC gets the radio bleed. MRAP still just driving around, causing problems. TT full auto takes out 1, takes out 2. Can he get to the radio in time to save it? That's the question.
That's it. That's all there is. You just have to dig it.
I believe it's 4 shovel builds. 1,
Oh, they suck, man.
2,
Oh, fuck.
3, and they get the bleed out. That's going to leave
So much
Spit with one hab down on the east side near East DC. It's going to give west side of the map completely to DC at the moment.
Right now.
There's helmet marks everywhere and a fight over central DC going on right now. Coming back over here, Spit's getting more and more bodies onto the cap. Should get central DC, and that gives them an advantage because they need to get away from that west side of the map. They don't have a lot of control. Cap and Omni coming in. Need to wipe out a lot of Spit guys here. Otter drops Cap'n. It's gonna have time to bandage and heal underneath the staircase there. Omni pushing in, maybe trying to get the revive off, not sure. It's gonna check the same exact murder hole. Omni gets shot at.
Dead.
Reload.
That MRAP should be abandoned now.
Alright, east side we've got DC skirmishing with some Spit. Trixie is still alive, so is Helix. Helix drops Fear in the cheese grater building. And they're getting more and more control on East DC. Spit's capturing East DC now.
They're coming for us.
They definitely need to get the push onto the east side of this map where they have some sort of spawn ability. Looks like Spit's getting a new hab down in the same spot that they lost the old one.
Oh my god, dude, Move is dragging half their team back to that radio. Just start pressuring. Dude, I swear to god, half their team's reacting to the radio.
Spit and flanker trade.
It's you and my squad cap.
Sorry, Helix and flankers trade.
Benny, I think you can come down.
Large push coming in from
Just
the
come, like,
MEA.
join me on this move mark.
This is the hab they were just talking about in command chat.
Yeah, it's just me over here though.
Neil getting shot at from behind.
Where are you guys?
Gets killed by Riem. Move drops Riem. Move getting shot in the back by Prodigy. Having
Oh my god, there's like 50 guys there.
definitely heard that amazing war cry. Nothing gets you going like screaming like a little girl, right?
To the west lane, because I lost my rally and you're in position.
Spit still holding central DC, capturing East DC at the
I have
same
to come from
time.
the east. I'm gonna get in flag with you.
East DC is now neutralized.
Dude, there's like 10 guys on the radio.
Coke and Otter are right in the side of the wall from each other.
Yeah, I did.
Gets shot in the back by
Nice.
Zed. We got a first-person view of Coke getting shot. U.S. forces still moving around on the south side. Not a whole lot of map control whatsoever for the U.S. side, even though they came over here in the west initially and got a Logi down there. Would have liked to see Nahab, so they could have been spawning in from the west side. Didn't happen though. And Spitz managing to get their northwest fob back up, and everything's going to be on East DC now. Get rid of those annoying lines. And we're back over this direction now.
Yo, Drizzle, you got a full squad southwest of you out of that rally.
Experience, I'm running back.
And the MG's up there too.
MEA's pushing after their one hab they have left. Mav up on the high ground again. Not sure who that grenade was intended for. Riem shooting down at Neil, I believe. He's got a pretty good spot to overwatch where he's at. May get a shot off on Kudu here. If he peeks in the wrong direction. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. East DC is capped. Now it's all the boys from Central DC are able to flank around to the west now. Figured he would have had some good shots from up here. Pretty tough when you're in comp. There he goes. There goes Leo Reg. Hammerfrost fighting Neil, Trixie, and Vex. Hammerfrost gets dropped by Neil. Neil getting shot in the back by Dope. Oh, well, Trixie may have been shot in the murder hole by Dope.
They're starting to spawn out of main. To buffer out the west side.
Neil gets one shot off on
Who's
Jinx.
gonna get pressure on lower? Is it Alex?
And Yo goes
Yeah,
down to
that'll be me.
C-Rim.
I'm playing the hill around the east.
Spit Boys probably on the west side, trapping in the MEA in their main.
That MG's a problem, Drizzle. The one on your eye marked.
Benny's the only one left alive here. You should start seeing them spawn on their rally shortly. He's in the 2-story,
Say.
so he gets quite a bit of view here.
There's an MG on your eye mark on shitter.
If only he looked a little bit.
We have people on central. No one is there. I can't play west.
Benny's
Go for
dropping
lower. We have
ozone
people on
off
central.
their main.
Can you clear central then, Alex? Because
Yeah.
I'm in east.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So, but west lane is open again.
All right.
Move and Benny should have west.
Hearing in
We're-
command
we're
chat, they're trying
killing
to
him
shuffle
wild at
squads
main.
around. Benny's
Yeah,
calling
so
out, killing
4,
squads
5
at main.
West, 3 is mid, 5, 6, 7.
Omni's
right.
gonna try to get that Logi truck out of
And
there so
Drizzt's
they
got
can
far
get a new
right.
hab down somewhere, I imagine. Still seeing this fight over here on the east side. MEA mortars dropping up on the hilltop, giving them some breathing room. Not a lot of fights going around in the center where you'd think they would be. Spit's kind of just holding what they got, realizing they don't have enough aggression to push yet. Calling out to mark vehicles for mortars to start dropping.
It's an
The central is clear, so I can buffer more west now.
If you're clear in the mid, then go down to lower.
Alright,
Yeah,
Benny, you move, and Mayonnaise still taking out the MEA main. 3 dead over there now. Zed and Captain playing peekaboo. Captain gets killed by Zed. Prodigy gets killed by Demetrium.
I think they just drove
And we're
out
getting
Logar
some
again.
healing going on there.
Went east.
3 guys from Spit still really
Dude, like,
killing
There's
US
so many people.
coming out of their main. If we look at kills, 54 for Spit, 38 for DC.
They're bringing a Logi out now.
No. John runs through the
John?
river, doesn't even try to
Was
jump
I
over
sick?
it. Gotta jump over the river, guys. And Spit's slowly starting to creep into lower DC. Zed, Alex, and Demetrium. Zed drops ozone. And Zed gets dropped by N4TH. We got 2 guys from Spit on lower DC. Gonna need some more bodies here shortly. Flanker goes down to Trixie. Trixie goes down to Dope. And Logitruck coming out of their main. Coke goes down to Alex, I would imagine here. Yep. And lower DC is completely devoid of any defenders. Nothing but Spit on point now.
Capping lower.
Lower's being capped. I guess
Yo, if you
XT
have a
was
dead
just
guy,
like inside the
send them
cap
back
zone.
here. I'm alone with
No, there's only-
fucking kit.
There's only 2 here.
They're MRAP shooting
Alex
right
gets
to
killed from the
fucking
hilltop
radio.
from C-Ream.
XT, can you hop in
Doing a
cap
great
somehow?
job with that MG
Roger
up
that.
there. That's how
I
many
don't-
kills he's got real
he's
quick.
driving by,
C-Ream's
he's
got
gonna
8
drop
knockdowns.
Fob.
Pretty standard being that far off. Demetrium shooting back at him, trying to get him to panic a little bit. Prodigy moving in. Can we see him take out Demetrium and secure lower DC? 0 pressure whatsoever on East DC
MRAP's
from
going
DC.
southwest
A lot of DCs
of
going on here.
Don't
And
think he
Spit
dropped
getting more and
anyone.
more control around lower DC. My bad. I can't tell what team's what. DC is actually pushing back into lower DC here. Demetrium shooting at, or Prodigy shooting at Demetrium, I think. No, there's Demetrium shooting at the doorway. He's still kind of just stuck in this building. Grenade goes in. Second grenade goes in. And Demetrium is the king of hot potato. Coke just spraying in, manages to trade with Demetrium with a headshot.
I rallied back to your east, kid.
Alright, DC control or recontrols their first point. MRAP driving around trying to burn rallies most likely. And Spit still camping DC's main and controlling the west side of this map pretty well. Trixie engaging at range. Twerksha goes down to Chris P&E. And Mark's going down, most likely from mortars. Trixie gets dropped by Flanker, I assume, from the tower. And Spit really struggling to push this last point, just like they did last round.
Why are you dead?
Great map control, but difficulty pushing when the whole team's there. Still, we have Spit playing around the US main. Spit's rally is still alive. John's moving up, possibly getting close enough to get that rally shortly. But with this hilltop they have, they can see all the way out through the US main. John's gonna be coming back up behind Mayonnaise. And does he see him? He does not. Mayonnaise hears him, gets the kill. Now we've got Chakarvis pushing down. You better move. Should be able to kill him as soon as he crosses the river. I'm assuming that's why he's stacking up here. Oh, he's just playing on his radio.
Do you guys
Back over at lower DC. Benny drops Prodigy there.
I got reset at East DC.
Slowly starting to whittle down enemies off of lower DC here.
Tubes back up now. You get your Scud ammo.
Spit's getting their mortars back up. They used those to pretty good effect last round. I don't think they got a lot of kills off of them, but they definitely stopped the enemy from moving a whole lot. Alex goes down to Coke, I believe, is the squad lead over there with the full auto. Torque goes down to Jinx. XT and Dimitrium in the cap zone here.
Wait for this medic to get himself up.
Trixie putting it in. That's now 3 Spit on the cap. If Trixie can watch that doorway.
In the south building.
I'm not sure how Wookie managed to
Where I'm dead at.
get through there.
You heard him with a nade.
Trixie wounded himself. He actually killed Omni with that grenade. And Wookie is at the doorway.
He's bandaging
Trixie
his
hears it now. Wookie down. Spit should be capping lower DC now. Trixie's got to push in the building with 2 of them. Coke drops Trixie. I think Trixie was trying to shoot a GL into the room.
Fucking MG.
Spit still playing with the US main, limiting the US from using that one hab they have down the map still. More bodies slowly trickling into lower DC.
They're in ECC. Killed one.
East DC is being capped by DC. Lord Fungu pulling Hammerfalls into a building. Dope goes down to Neil. Pretty tight angle there to see that. Harry's running around trying to get kills. Gets shot in the back by Neil again.
Nice.
Does Neil hear this bandaging going on in here? Drizzle shoots through the murder hole.
You might have a small spot for you.
Flanker and Drizzle playing peekaboo. Flanker gets killed by Vex.
Guy in a building on the north side.
And Drizzle pushing up. Neo drops 1. Hammerfalls drops another. And Neo drops Hammerfalls. Spit manages to save East DC from being capped. And still maintain pressure on lower DC at the same time. Not getting a whole lot of aggression on lower DC, but mortars are now dropping on the US hab. Believe that hab is fully indoors. Yes, hab is fully indoors, not sticking out anywhere, but mortars all around it are going to stop spawns from really being able to push out effectively.
Spawning on their hab right now.
If Spit can manage to get into that hab and proxy it, that might be all they need. Spit's already camping their main. If that hab goes down, Disconnected's going to be hurting. Kill count, 90 for Spit, 61 for Disconnected, and tickets 129 to 54 at the moment. Spit's got 3 people on lower DC again.
Yeah, this is our building now.
And mortars dropping all around that US hab. Kind of dropping them on the radio and in the open. But, I mean, they're getting wounds here and there.
Alex, come in here. Alex, come in.
Alex comes in, drops one.
Dead.
Nice.
Omni's thinking he should push or not. If they can get twerk up, they should start capping lower DC. And for TH gets dropped as well.
Dreaded. Must be dead. West side.
Omni pushing in.
Nice.
Also
Another
gets
one,
killed.
another one.
Chris P&E
Got him. There's another one.
gets that as well.
He's dead. This is our building.
Oh my god, got that whole exchange. It was beautiful.
They're by the radio again.
Alright, we have 4 people. And I have ammo. Come up.
Alright, should
Come
be
up.
capping
Regroup
lower
upstairs,
DC
regroup.
now. Spit managing to get on the enemy hab, but not enough bodies in point. Hammerfalls gets hit by a GL, it looks like. Zed sitting inside the hab, waiting for the spawns. And Prodigy is the sad recipient of a hab camp. Zed is still inside, reloading.
Check
Who's
west
gonna
from
push
the
him?
West. I got shot from the west.
And this hab is now proxied. US forces have to spawn at main at the moment. They are also losing lower DC. It's neutralized.
Get fucked. Holy shit. It's not even fair. It's not even fair.
And that hab's down. And there's a big stream of US forces coming out of their main.
Oh, we got a man down. Man
Man down.
Здороги.
He was from east, southeast.
Just drag him in the building.
Hey, drag me in. Oh, man.
This is absolutely amazing here. Spit putting more and more pressure on the US main from their position in the west. Otter running in, getting more reinforcements on lower DC. Going for the death kill here. The death blow.
We need sandbags.
Otter trades
Yo, Maddie,
Wookie.
mortar southwest of lower. They're vaulting over the wall.
That's what you get for not being in the sanctuary. Dumbass.
Fucking pussies, dude.
Rat. Full rat. Nope.
Dude, fucking.
You don't know what happened.
Dude.
You don't know what
You
you
have
were
no
there.
idea.
The 6 people rushed us, okay? Look at us. So we're just.
Looks like the US managed to recapture their
much is left
hab,
of the
but the
count?
roof is already off of it. So too little too late.
It just blew.
And this is pretty much game. I don't see how the US can really push back and take the MEA out of lower DC. They're still struggling to get back to their hab.
Let him go.
Running through the open, low on tickets. And there goes the ticket bleed. And that'll be game. 10-5 from Twerk, pretty decent showing from him. 1-1 on DC is 11-10, pretty oof. And that is the game. That's your semifinal. Spit advances on to the finals. Don't know who they're facing yet. Their game's probably over, but I have not had time to look. So that'll be it. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to follow, and have a great night. Also, I will be streaming
Life be like,
SOT,
ooh,
round 1 SOT with Spit versus Raven tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then, as usual, SCS at 8 p.m. Eastern. So feel free to check back then, and have a good one.